Ovation, America's only arts network, features the art of fashion, music, original series, and more. Ovation, art everywhere.
Aren't we all gay after all? Shan't whites discuss race? Can the art world save the planet before it's underwater? I'm Casey Jane Ellison, and welcome to Touching the Art.
Did you see the look of shock on my face?
That's so real.
The earth is art.
We're gonna have to live in Denver.
Yada, yada, yada.
Today we're discussing art activism. As always, we're aggressively female on this program, and I get off on that. Please welcome Andrea Bowers, multimedia artist, feminist, and outspoken social activist. Jory Finkel, art writer for the New York Times and the Art newspaper. Welcome back, Jory. Kentora Davis, artist who works with portraiture, language, and design. Thank you so much for being here. Topic 1, queer art. An art consultant came to my house one day, and upon looking at my work, said she didn't get the whole gay thing, and asked if I was gay. Question, am I gay?
Can we reduce art to biography? She's single, white, bi, female. Does her work look bi?
Right, you're talking about my work.
Yes, actually.
But I feel like straight art tries to take the position of we're the neutral or the standard thing and everything else is like this other.
Exactly. Do you all think I should have told this woman to get out of my home?
I don't know, it sounds like it would have been fun to make a very comfortable seat for her right in front of the most uncomfortable artwork and, you know, make her favorite tea and let her steep in her discomfort, because I think those uncomfortable experiences that we have with artwork are really powerful.
I love that.
Ultimately, it's about emancipation, and the enemies we have today have to be our comrades tomorrow if we're going to make any change.
That's so real.
I stole it from Chris Carlson.
That's really
He's the
good.
founder of Critical Mass.
Yeah.
My final word is don't be ignorant and don't ever be an art consultant, unless you want to rep me and my queer art. Topic 2, eco art. We're all aware of how much I enjoy my bi-coastal organic lifestyle, but global warming is advancing faster than scientists predicted even 10 years ago. The food isn't food anymore, it's just lobster genes now. The entire art world runs the risk of their artist lofts drowning. We're gonna have to move inland. Question, what can we as citizens of the art world do to save our artist lofts?
Eco art is a practice that highlights that we have to coexist in the environment that's around us.
And one thing to think about is what can artists add to the conversation that the scientists, journalists, documentary filmmakers cannot. The artists can make these issues that are so important and for some people so abstract more concrete. And I think of a work that I loved by an artist, Beatrice DaCosta, and she sent pigeons up with little tiny, tiny miniature backpacks filled with pollution tracking devices.
People love animals wearing clothes.
I think so. But she didn't call herself an eco-artist. Not a lot of artists I know use the term eco-art.
I also think this is a really wimpy term, and I think it might be cool to call this work the earth is art or something like that.
Yes.
Eco art seems to have a smiley face on it or something.
It sounds light, L-I-T-E.
It's a term that I picked up from Wikipedia, and
It's always a good source.
yeah, it's supposed to appeal to a broad audience. So, I always feel better when someone says that global warming isn't real. Shouldn't we just go with that?
You're not alone, Casey.
The art world is more worried about their lattes and Ruinart champagne and fancy parties. It makes me crazy.
You're saying what everyone here is thinking, but is too afraid to say. Thank you. My final word is that if we don't figure this out, we're gonna have to live in Denver. Topic 3, race and art. Kara Walker's A Subtlety, or The Marvelous Sugar Baby, exhibited this summer in New York City's Domino Sugar Factory. It's a monument to centuries of Black suffering, slavery, and genocide. This kind of racism, both historical and present day, is hidden by not only those who cause it, but by those who ignore it. To witness this piece, acknowledge it, its massive scale and its historical context, is to see just a sliver of the insurmountable hypocrisy.
You have a hair in your mouth.
Race is very difficult for me to speak on because I'm white. Question, should I just go?
As white people, we benefit from racism every day, and it's our job to speak out against that.
Okay, because I'm just gonna go, okay? I'm just gonna. Thank you, guys. Are there so few successful non-white artists because the art world is racist, or because people can't talk about art unless they're racist?
I mean, I think the art world is a reflection of the world outside of art. And I think I was naive, sort of starting out or, dipping my foot into the art world to expect that maybe it should be, in theory, it should be better.
There is so much inequity in the art world that things have to radically change.
And I think historically there has been a lot of racial profiling of a sort in the art world that you can see in the history of these community shows that where community really meant Black artists or Latino artists, not white art world artists. And these community shows took place in the basements of museums.
There's plenty of artists who continue to be limited to their biography. I'm thinking of a lot of, minimalist artists who get excluded from the general conversation of minimal art.
You have to look at who's buying the art, and white men are still buying most contemporary art. They're buying, in a wishful thinking way, work by white men who are 40 years younger.
I f***ing hate that. My final word is to keep loving until you're dead. We've rebranded the lightning round and are now calling it the enlightening round. We as women rarely say polarizing statements, but this show is about shattering molds and glass ceilings. Please say the most polarizing statement you can think of. Andrea, go.
I'm sick of normative heterosexual relationships and attempting them, so I think I want to marry the feminist my best friend may call Hebron, and we're going to move to the desert and live happily ever after.
Jory.
I'm a journalist. I'm not supposed to be polarizing.
I appreciate that. That's your livelihood. Kentora.
In the words of Elaine Bennis, yada, yada, yada.
Great. You're all wrong. The correct answer was to say nothing, and I can't believe you guys fell for that. But you know what? That was a test of trust, and you all passed, okay? Thank you for trusting me with your truths. I want to thank our female on female on female panel. I love you all. Goodbye. Art as entertainment, art versus porn, and art in fashion.
Don't open up that Pandora's box.
What is
A flannel, pajamas with feet.
Goddesses.
Is this porn?